What's going on, Falcon fan? This is Ricondo, a real Falcon fan, coming back at you with another video. So today, 1 week before Game 1 of the season, um, I'm calling this show the calm before the storm, and simply put that because it's 1 week away. Everybody's still calm. Everybody's still positive. We got 32 teams. Everybody's 0-0. Um, all the fan base is fired up about their team, or may not be fired up about their team. I know our fan base is it's probably 50-50 because some of the moves we made during the off season. We're gonna get into that a little bit, but but I'm fired up. Like I said, I'm a real Falcon fan. Every year I come in with a positive mindset. Like I said, everybody's 0-0. We are all these guys professionals. All of them get paid for a living. So um, you never know what's gonna happen. That's why they say any given Sunday. So I'm coming in with a positive mindset. We got a new regime coming in. Got a new coaching staff. We got some of the same faces, but hey, I'm positive, and that's what it's all about. So before I get started the video today, like I said, guys, I want you guys to subscribe to the channel, um, hit the like button, share my content across the YouTube universe, and hit the notification bell so you guys know when I drop another video. So let's get started. So like I said, I'm gonna call this a calm before the storm. And the first thing I want to talk about is the storyline. So let's go ahead and get into the storylines. All right. So first thing to go. We drafted Kyle Pitts. Like I said earlier, a lot of the fan base wanted us to go another direction. They wanted us to go ahead and start over and draft a quarterback. So we drafted Kyle Pitts, and we still got Matt Ryan. Um, for one reason why I think, and then I talked about this in other videos. For one reason I think we drafted Kyle Pitts, Matt Ryan, because of the salary cap issue. One reason it would have been hard to get rid of Matt Ryan in the first place. Um, but the main reason I think why this regime kept Matt Ryan because they still felt like he was capable starter. He was still a franchise quarterback, and it wasn't time to restart. So um, all the media heads out there and ESPN, NFL Network, all those guys was like, "We're in the fourth pick. You're never going to be there again. So you need to go ahead and draft a quarterback." But this regime, this coaching staff, they felt different about it, and they kept Matt Ryan. And personally, I think he can play another 3 or 4 years at the level he's playing at now. It's just me, but we got Kyle Pitts, which some people saying was the best overall football player in this entire draft. So the Falcons took him, um, and like I said, time going to tell. All right, the season haven't started yet. He's a high drafted tight end in NFL history. So let's see what he do. Of course, we haven't seen a lot of him. We did see one spectacular play, just to get everybody juices flowing to see what he's going to be able to show us during the season. But that's what we got. So that's one of the storylines. One of the storylines is that we drafted Kyle Pitt. We didn't go with Justin Fields because he would have been the next quarterback on the board, or even Matt Jones, who went to the New England Patriots, who actually are going to be starting for them week 1. So we decided to go with Kyle Pitts, and personally, I'm happy with that. I thought that's the direction they should have went anyway, or either move back. That's one of the directions I wanted them to do. I thought we had a franchise quarterback, and so I'm happy with that. So that's one of the storylines. We're gonna be thinking about that storyline all year, especially if the Falcons get off on a slow start. We should have drafted a quarterback. We should have started over. We should have did this. We should have did that. And that's for you guys that pessimistic though. I'm optimistic. So, and like I said, I still believe in Matty Ice. I still think he got a lot of football game left in him, and I know for a fact that if if if, if we can just get the offense going in the right direction, with our new coach, I think Matt Ryan's, you know, is prime for another MVP type season. That's just my opinion. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is one of another storylines we're going to talk about is the offensive line. All right. So of course this is going to be one of the major stories of the entire season, especially going into game one. Is the offensive line. Of course, we still had issues with the left guard, and did we really solidify that? Of course, we thought Josh Andrews, who was a pretty much a career backup, he was going to be our starting left guard, but he broke his hand. So now we got a rookie coming in right from Michigan, who was actually a right tackle, who actually is going to move over to left guard, who actually got a lot of experience, doing the off season. He started OTAs, so he was starting at left guard and doing training camp. They moved him over to right tackle. He played both in the preseason, and he's the next man up. Since Josh Andrews was put on the PUP list to come back later on this season. So um, Jalen Mayfield, he's coming right in. Everybody can look at his schedule, see our first 4 or 5 games that we got, and it's going to be a gauntlet of good defensive fronts that we're gonna have to face. So Jalen Mayfield is going to get some good experience, you know, going through these going through these first 4 or 5 games, which is going to be good because with that experience, you know, going through that gauntlet that he gonna have to go through. By the time we get to week 17, and he have a lot of experience. He be the like Mike Arthur Smith was saying, he's going to get baptized. So that's going to be one of our questions. Can we run the ball? Can we protect Matt Ryan? Um, Matt Ryan got sacked 40 times last year. We got to be able to protect the quarterback. We got to be able to run the ball. We had one of the rushing offenses in the league last year. Um, some of that had to do with the offensive scheme, um, because Dirk Koetter liked to throw the ball more than he liked to pass it. But that's just what the case is with. So this time we got more offensive running minded head coach, offensive coordinator, and we're going to be running the ball. We're going to try to have some balance. We're going to try to run, and make that balance with the pass. Because I still think we're going to pass because we got a lot of weapons that we can pass to. We got a quarterback that can pass the ball who's thrown over 4,000 yards for like 10 years straight. So let's just think about that. So you're not going to take that away. That ability to throw the ball is still going to be there. But I think we can be more balanced with the run game. But it's all going to depend on offensive line. That's where one of the storylines going into week one is the storyline. One of the storylines we'll talk about is the offensive line. All right, next thing we're gonna talk about is storyline. Of course, is the defense. We've been saying this for, I mean, since I've been a Falcon fan, since a lot of you guys been a Falcon fan, is our defense. Can our defense actually be productive? I mean, I saw this one stat on Twitter. I forgot who it was. I wish I had it in front of me right now, but it's about like 15 games where Matt Ryan in the offense put over 30, 30 over 35 points or more, on the board, and we still lost. Um, you should be able to win most of those games. So if you just look at that, look at the offense, and I know we all know that this team was built around the offense, so the offense should be able to put that many points up. But at the end of the day, the old cliche, defense win championships, and I mean, if you expect the offense to go out and score every time they get the ball, that's just unrealistic. Defense got to make a play, and for so long we've been so dependent on our offense. So the question is, with bringing Dean Pease out of retirement, who wanted to come, who believed in this team, um, and just to see what he'll be able to do with this defense, and if we can get to have a top 15 scoring defense this year. We don't have to be in the top 10. You don't have to be the top 5. Just the top 15 scoring defense. And the ability, what we hoping that Arthur Smith can bring with his creativity on the offensive end, we still be able to put up points with Matt Ryan. Yes, it's going to be look a little different. We're going to be a lot of 12 personnel. We're going to be running the ball a little bit more. So the defense is going to be the question. That's one of the storylines going in. How the defense going to, is going to pan out. We young in the cornerback position. Our best strength is probably our linebackers. We got veterans in our safety position, and then we got we got a solid defensive line, of course, anchored by Grady Jarrett. You know what I'm saying? So let's just see what this defense is going to do. We know it's going to be multiple. We know it's going to be attacking because that is exactly what the defensive coordinator Dean P said he was going to do, and I'm excited about it. If anybody watched that Georgia game last night against Clemson, go Dogs! But that's what we can envision a little bit from a Dean P's kind of defense. Just coming from everywhere. I mean, attacking the whole game. And I mean, when I play Madden, I know everybody play Madden. When they say attack 8 and you blitz everybody. That's what I'm imagining from a Dean P. Just everybody always coming. We're not gonna let these guys sit back and get comfortable. You can't let people like Tom Brady get comfortable. You always got to be. And yes, he's gonna get you a couple of times because they're great. They professionals. They're great. They've been in the league a long time. But at least they know you come in every play, and that's what you want to do. So the defense is one of the main important things that going into week one, the storyline, how the defense is going to fare. We don't know, so that's going to be one of the storylines going into week one. All right. So one of another topics that's been talked about before, this whole off season is that Terry Fontenot, Arthur Smith came in and said they was in a win now mentality, right? They wanted to come in, they looked at this team, and they're not trying to rebuild. That's why we didn't draft a quarterback or and all that stuff. But to some people, it was confusing because, of course, we traded Julio Jones away. Um, we decided not to play our starters in the preseason. Um, we got a lot of young guys, and so with all that being said, is that do we do we do we do we believe in this new regime that these guys going to actually be able to come in and hit the ground running? I believe they can. Just the mentality that they bring to it. Um, I mean, if you just look at the way they built the 53-man roster and the way they keep playing with it, trying to get the best 53 guys out there because they're trying to put the best guys out there to win. It's not about your name. It's not about friendships. It's not about any of this now. It's about putting the best guys out on the field to be productive, to get out there and win one game at a time. And then that's what we need to do. We need to think about right now just the Philadelphia Eagles. We don't need to think about the other 16 games that we got to play. Right now, we need to be thinking about what we're going to do on week one against the Philadelphia Eagles. And that should be the main focus. And that's what they're trying to do. So, yes, I believe that they are trying to win right now. And I believe they believe that they got the best 53 guys that they can put on the team right now to get the job done. So, like I said, that's one of the storylines. How can you say you're going to how can you say you want to win now, but then you still want to develop young guys? Because I believe that those young guys that you're developing during the 17 game season is going to be able to help you out during that season. And if you get those guys experience early, late, they'll be able to contribute. And that's why I think that's how you should be building a team. Like I said, it's no friendships. It's all about productivity, what you can do. Um, that's why Quadri Allison not here. It's not that Quadri Allison was not a good running back. It was just they believe that Wayne Gallman would be better in this 53-man roster than Quadri Allison. And it's just simple as that. I mean, of course, he went through the whole OTAs, training camp, and they seen somebody else like, hey, we think he fit better than you do. and that's just the bottom line. Like I said, you can say it's cutthroat, whatever, but it's all about trying to win football games, and that's what they get paid to do. They was brought here to win, and they was brought here to win for me and for you and for the rest of the fan base. So that's what we that's what that's what that's what the whole ideal is all about. So like I said, it's the calm before the storm. This is this is 1 week, 1 week before we start. By this time, on next Sunday, we'll be probably going into the fourth quarter, and we'll be either upset or we'll be like so fired up about what we're seeing from our squad, um, and that's what it's all about. And like I said, 2 videos ago, it's the exciting unknown, and because let's be honest, guys, based off what we've seen from from the OTAs to the training camp to the preseason, we've seen some exciting stuff. But at the same time, we have so many questions that has not been answered. Right? Um, we don't know what to expect from this offense because we haven't really seen the guys out there. We haven't seen Matt Ryan. We haven't seen Mike Davis. We haven't seen Cordell Patterson. We haven't seen Chris Lindstrom. Haven't seen Matt Hennessy. We haven't seen Jay Matthews. Seen Kevin Gary a little bit. We haven't seen what Grady Jarrett, Deon Jones can do. We've seen a couple plays, AJ Terrell. We haven't really seen how Dean Pease is gonna run his schemes and attack like he said he's gonna do. We have never seen the creativity from Arthur Smith offense. We just put up 26 points in the preseason. So, but at the same time, if you've been watching and you've been listening and you've been getting glimpses, it's exciting as well because we know the capabilities and the potential that this team has. And if you've been watching and you've been a Falcon fans, you know that just having Matt Ryan here going into his 14th season, that if you give him time and you give him a defense, well, it can be special. So that's what I mean by the exciting unknown. So with that being said, guys, like I said, this the calm before the storm. I know everybody getting fired up because college football started, yesterday, started early this week on Thursday night. But next week, just think about it. We got NFL football week 1 coming up. It's actually gonna start on Thursday, in Tampa with the Cowboys and the Super Bowl champs. But Sunday we're gonna have a full-fledged NFL football, and it's gonna go to February. So let's everybody relax, be calm, be excited, and we starting off 0-0. That's how it started off. Any given Sunday, and the Atlanta Falcons have just as much chance of going to the playoffs and having a chance to win the Super Bowl than any other team in the league. And I really believe that, and I hope you guys do too. So let's go Falcons. Let's rise up. Um, we're not gonna say brotherhood or none of that stuff. We just got to say is put up or shut up, right? That's what it's all about. Jalen Mayfield put up a shut up. Matt Ryan put up a shut up. Arthur Smith put up a shut up. Dean Pease put up a shut up. That's where we at. So let's do this. All right. I'll talk to you guys before the season start. After we get 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 a little bit more what's going to happen this week. Going into week 1. Um, we'll see if we have any more roster changes because they did say it was fluid, and it might be fluid all the way up to game 1. So let's just see how that pans out for our roster. But with that, guys, you guys let me know what you think about the calm before the storm. Those storylines that I talked about, and let me know what you guys think overall about going into week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, guys, that's all I got. This Ricondo, a real Falcon fans, coming back at you. Peace.